everyone. My name is Siegel.
Liat Siegel.
And we have today with us a very special guest all the way from the Holy Land. He's originally Moroccan, actually. So you will hear he has a nice French-Moroccan accent and a great skill. He's very skilled in speaking Hebrew and French. But he's also here today, and he can communicate just fine in English as well. So I think we will listen. But anything that you have any challenges, you will let me know, and I'll help you get through the conversation. So his name is Avi Elbaz. He is a realtor in the Holy Land, like I said earlier, and he specializes in one specific type of real estate, not something that you hear every day. He literally looks out for his buyers, right? You have a lot of realtors that are just looking to make a sale and convince somebody this is the property for them. But his specialty is he goes and he really looks out, in this very challenging market that there is in Israel. And he finds for his buyers something that he himself would invest in. If he could, he would buy all these places that he sells. He finds gems that would be perfect for the buyer themselves, that they will be happy with, not just to live in the Holy Land, but as an investment long term for their family and for their future. So Avi, it's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure having you here, and I'm very excited for our conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I wanted to really, I want you to share with us and I'm going to ask you in Hebrew first. What's one thing that people really don't understand when it comes to being a realtor in Israel, doing the kind of work you do?
Many people think that buying a new property, it's not so simple to buy something in Israel, because you have taxes, how it's work with the taboo, all this thing about the size of the apartment. It's not the same thing about you thinking in Israel, in US and in France, and it's different in every part. My work, it's very to find also the best properties for my client, and it will be also good properties to live it and also to invest. And why it's very hard, what is misunderstood in my work, it's they thinking it's very easy to just show an apartment, but we don't showing apartment. My vision of real estate is to find the best, also the investment, and also a part of Israel to live it.
So a beautiful place to live in, and a high quality investment as well.
Yeah. High quality of investment. It's not just the part what will be the value of the apartment. It's also to see if this apartment will be good for old people, young people, small families, good big families. To will be sure this apartment will get the most. The most people want to eat. Yeah,
will maximize their use of
maximize the demand of the apartment. Also, if it's a good apartment for an Airbnb, also.
So investment property as well. Not just a property for necessarily to live in, but also investment properties if people want to invest in purchasing apartments for Airbnb and other investment purposes.
Yes.
And do you do commercial or do you do residential only, or also commercial as well?
It depends. If sometimes I make commercial when it's before before the end, like from the builder. Sometimes builder called me and they're looking for a very big investor. Like a week ago, a very huge builder told me about 1,800 square meter of commercial to sell. It's 25% off. So, of course, we are looking for somebody to get 70 million checkouts. It's like $20 million. But it's a very good investment because you already have 25 off, and also the rent of those commercial, you will get like 7%, 8% a year.
That's awesome. So you're more than just a realtor, but you're kind of like a shadchan, right? You're also a matchmaker in real estate.
Yes.
You get a good feel to what it is that the offer is, what it is that the space provides, and then you make sure that the person that you speak to is a good match with the space. So that way, it's not just the location and the fact that it's Holy Land, but it's also just overall that that those two people really would, the people and the place rather, would fit really well together.
The thing is, in Israel, the word to real estate agent is not real estate agent. It's not yoetz nadlan. It's metaver. The metaver, it's the sug of shadchan. It's the negotiator.
Negotiator, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit? I would love to learn more about your background, and how you really got into all this. I'm going to ask a question in Hebrew. מה גרם לך להתמחות בעזרה לרוכשים זרים להשקיע בנדל"ן בישראל? האם היה רגע ספציפי שהניע אותך לכך? What really brought you to take this as your specialty to help foreigners come and invest in real estate in Israel? Was there a specific moment that really drove you, that told you, yes, this is what I need to be doing?
Okay. I will tell you about my personal thing. Like everybody in the world, every Jew in the world, want to buy something in Israel. Don't want to buy an apartment. So sometimes friends and family ask, what do you think about this apartment? What do you think about this? And I saw a lot of friends who make investment in Israel, and they pay like the foreign price and not the real price. So in some realtor, some also builder will get like two prices: the price for Israelis and price for foreigner. So it's revolting me, like when I saw it, and I'm fighting this every day to get to my client the real price. Because if they pay the foreign price, where they will make their
return,
their investment,
the return on investment. Yeah.
So the return, it's very important to me. And also one of the things very important, I saw a lot of people make the avera lifnei ver lo titan mirshol, from the blind prohibition.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very, very hard to see Jews make this mistake every day. And the purpose for me, it's like to fight this every day, and also to give to my client the best advice to buy in Israel. Not just buy an apartment, but also buy a future, because every apartment in Israel have his own value. In Israel, you can make a mortgage until 50% to finance a new apartment for your children.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So more the value it's big, more you can make a mortgage on this apartment and help your children to buy also. You make money with money.
Yeah.
And an apartment in Israel, it's the thing to make this country huge, like he is right now. Because like the bankings, the builder, they are no manage the market. It's only the bankers. Why? Because of all those people make all the mistakes to make the wrong price and all those things. Israel make a new law. It's called the Chok Mecher, the law of first-hand apartment. And in this law, they ask for everybody to get a bank guarantee. And the bank guarantee, how it works? They have auction, and everybody wants to buy an apartment in this project. They put the money on the auction. The money not got to the pocket of the builder, but until the end of the building. So all the money is in a bank account, and he is guaranteed if the builder it's impossible to him to finish the building. So the bank will get another promoter, another builder to finish it. And why I told you about the bank, they are the people who manage it, because people sometimes it's impossible to them to put all the money, and the apartment, it will be ready in 4 years. So what they make like 20% off at the beginning, and then 80%. But it's impossible to build a building with only 20% of the apartment.
Right.
So they need to make alva, alone with the bank to complete the build.
That's interesting. So basically, what they've done, the banks have with Israeli system has set up a system where they protect the buyers, so their investment is protected and safe, and they know that they're going to get the property they've invested in. And at the same time, they don't have to put in 100% of the payment right at the beginning. So they kind of like grab a spot in the building, and then the builder who is responsible to finish it. If they cannot, the bank will find someone else. But the bank also gets a cut through the loan that the builder now has to take out to complete the construction process. Correct?
And that's kind of like
Yes.
Opposite from what was happening. I don't know if it's still happening in China, where people would invest in buildings and then they would never get finished.
Yes, but when it never get finished, because all the building was not finished, they don't pay all the apartment. It's because they don't pay. It also, like I see it in another country like France, because what happened, it's about the price of the material.
Yeah.
The material price, it's increased from the coronavirus in 2020.
Yeah.
All the material to build, the building material, like 50-100%. Okay, and because in Israel you have the index, we talked about it after. They continue to build, but in France, if you continue to in France or maybe in the US, if the cost of a building was before 2020, it was like just $10 million. Now it's $20 million. But the price of the country, of the market, it's not increased. Before 2020 and the COVID, the price of material was, we can say, normal. Okay, and we can tell before 2020, it was like to build. I will give an example. To build a building, it was only about $10 million, and now you need to have the double to get a new building. But countries like US, like Canada, like France, the market, it's not increased in the same time. So the price, it's not get more, and the builder stop to make a new project because it's not enough. They lose money because the market not got like the index. In Israel, every month we have the minister of the statistic ministers who מפרסם.
He announces.
Yeah. The announces the price of the index. Why? Because Israel, it's one of the smaller the smallest land in the world, and they don't make their own material. They need to get the material from outside. So they need to like I told you about the law of the first-hand apartment. They talked about the buyer will pay the index of the price. If the price of the index will increase, you pay more the price of the apartment. If it's going down, you will pay less. Also, it's impossible to pay less because they already you never pay less. Never. every time we pay more. But why? What happened after? After they saw the index was so much increase in the 2020, 2021, 2022, and they stopped to make all the price of the apartment about the index. So if you buy an apartment like $1 million, it was the price $1 million. So you need to pay like every percent of interest you will pay on $1 million. Now from 2020, they changed the law to pay only about 40% of the price. So before, if you pay like 3% about $1 million, so you pay 30,000 shekels more. Now, this time, you will pay only 12,000 shekels become 30,000 shekels. They changed the law in 2020. So when they changed the law, it's Gorem, it's some builder.
It causes the builder.
It caused some that some builders like now they increase the price of the apartment, but he will give you an apartment without index. You can get in Israel now a new apartment without index. Whatever it's what happened in the statistic minister, the price of the apartment doesn't change.
So they're putting in safety measures for the buyers. Is that right? So that they don't have to pay as much.
Protect their investment so that they know what to expect. And my parents actually
every contract is different.
Yeah, when my parents moved to Israel in 1984, Israel's economy was very unstable, and the old shekel was like inflation through the roof. They used to say, when somebody would go to a bar, you'd have to buy 2 beers because by the time they finished drinking the first beer, the second beer was already a higher price. You had to be prepared. So my parents had the challenge that the contractor they paid him already. Them and another family had paid him to build a house for them, and then the material prices changed so drastically in a few days that he ended up abandoning the project. They lost their money because he couldn't finish the houses. He just didn't have the money anymore. So now they're creating protective measures in order to encourage people to still invest in Israel and buy properties in Israel, but at the same time know that their investment is not going to wildly change, or the contractor is just going to up and run with their money.
Yes, but it's not all the builder they will get this advantage to the buyer. It's like only some builder.
That's why they need you.
Need to we need to check of all the area and to take all the advantage. Like sometimes I have a new project in Jerusalem. I have one of the best advantage, but nobody have it. You can sell the apartment before to pay it.
So you can
sell the apartment before to pay it.
Before you're done paying.
You can block an apartment. You pay only 20%, and then like a year before the keys, you can sell it, but you don't need to finish to pay the 100%. The guy who got from you only pay 20% to the builder, the average to you, and the 80% to builder. So you can make the flip.
Wow, that's so cool. I have a friend who lives in the Catskills who won a raffle in Israel to get to be able to get one of those apartments that are opening up in one of the neighborhoods. And it was a neighborhood that he wasn't necessarily interested in moving into, but he was interested in moving to a different neighborhood. So he told me that he didn't know what to do with that, because he's like, I have this opportunity. I don't have to pay this 20% because I already got locked into this apartment. I want it, but now I don't know what to do with it because I want to live in a different area. So you're saying he would be able to, now because of this new law, he'd be able to go ahead, flip this apartment, sell to someone else, and then take the money to.
It's depend of the contract. It's depend the contract.
Okay.
It depend the contract. In this project, you can make it. In another project, you need to check if the builder give him the possibility to sell it. It's the first thing. And sometimes they told him you can sell it, but you need to pay the 100% to us, and then send whatever you want to the guy you want. But he already get the 100%, you know?
Yeah. So the builder wants to guarantee that he got his full payment from the buyer first.
Yes.
It depends on how the contract is written.
It's dependent. It's the first time I saw a builder give this opportunity to people to sell it before the end of the project, and before to finish to pay all the apartment.
That's pretty cool. And that's only in Yerushalayim that you saw that?
It's the first project I saw it. Sometimes you can find another project, because you can find another project about the coronavirus. I will tell you a new thing. In the coronavirus, a lot of builder, they don't finish the build at time. The law said if you don't finish at time, you need to pay 150% of the rent of the apartment until it will be finished. Okay.
Wow.
So from this time, the builder told to everybody, every new contract, you will get like a year more to get the keys. Like if we need 3 years to make a building, they will tell you in the contract it's 4 years. It will be ready before you will get the keys before. If you pay all the apartment, you will get the keys before. But the thing is, on this point, if at this time you come and like he told you the apartment, it will be finished in 28, but the apartment is finished in 27. But on the contract it's right 28. You need to pay in 28, not in 27. If you want to get your apartment, you need to pay in 27. Okay, but you have this year to sell the apartment and to not pay the promoter, so you can make also the free. But it's not all the project. Like
you need to know the project.
Yeah, it's not all the project. It's very like how do you say, dangerous to make it, because you need to get a project you will be able to finish it. If you want to make flip but you don't have the possibility to finish it, it's very, very dangerous, and it's possibly to lose the money. Because in Israel the law say also, a buyer doesn't pay the apartment, he will need to pay 10% about the price of an apartment to cancel it.
Wow.
I mean, Avi knows so much about all the ins and outs. You're not just a regular real estate agent. No. You really, I think you need
homework.
Yeah, he does his homework. I think you need a new title.
Yeah.
A different title that encompasses everything that you do. It's really incredible.
I wanted to ask you a question, like, what is it that you do in terms of, like, so people, you mentioned earlier, people come and they want to buy, they're foreigners, they want to buy in Israel, and there's two sets of books. There's the books, with the prices for the Israelis, and the books with the prices for the foreigners. How is it that you help the foreigners to, get the same prices that the Israelis are offering for the Israelis, so they don't have to fall in the trap and pay 25% or whatever additional percentage more than a regular investor?
I understand something in real estate, and particularly in Israel. Nadlan osim im anashim. Real estate make it with people, with mensch, if we can say. When I got a new project, I don't see the project. I see the guy who sell it. Because the guy who sell it, this is the guy who like leshachnea he will convince people to get the project. If this guy, it's a good guy, he will want the good things for his buyer. So this guy will get maybe he will tell me all the problem in the project. If he is not a good guy and he wants to hide something, maybe
play games. He
make game. He will play games. I will feel it because I work with my heart. So when you משהו יוצא מהלב נכנס ללב. What it get in the heart, it's going out from the heart. So I check all the people with my heart, and I see this project, is it good? It's not good. But also, if this guy, it's a good guy, he's not a good guy.
So you only do business with people if you get a good sense for them. You have a good intuition and a feeling that this person is an honest person to work with. So I know I'm not dealing with someone who's going to try to stick in a bunch of crazy, nasty clause or hide some damage that might be there that they don't want to disclose.
Also, I saw it a lot of time about like I can told you, in the same street in Israel, we can find a price 20% more than a second project. Why? Because the guy who make the marketing of the project, the marketing it's only for like American people. So they increase the price of it because it's about another market. I saw it right now.
Wow. So they specifically create a marketing plan to cater to the American buyers and already
American, French
foreign buyers that already have built into the marketing a higher price because they think that they can squeeze out of the foreign buyers a higher pay than they can from the local ones.
Yes.
It's a foreign tax.
Yeah. Thanks, but it's great to have someone like yourself to be able to understand what is a fair market price, because as a foreigner, if I come to Israel, I'm not necessarily going to understand the nuances of the prices and the difference between the neighborhoods, why some neighborhoods may be more expensive, why cheaper. So it's very easy. I can see how it could be very easy for a foreigner to easily fall into a trap like that, but they're not familiar. So to have someone like yourself who's familiar with the various neighborhoods, who's familiar with the builders as well, and to know that the price you're being offered is a fair, competitive price, it's awesome. Just to clarify, so part of what you do is when you see the prices already in the beginning, you already assess if this is going to be a fair price to bring to your customers. So if you see somebody's offering you the foreign tax on there, you already take it out. You don't even consider it. So the next question I want to ask you is, I'm going to ask you in Hebrew first. אילו אסטרטגיות אתה משתמש כדי לבנות קשרים חזקים עם יזמים ושחקני מפתח בתעשייה, וכיצד זה עוזר לך להשיג עסקאות טובות יותר? In other words, what strategies do you implement in order to build these relationships that you do with all these various people, like the developers and the contractors and all the professionals, in order to find those good deals? So you mentioned earlier you use your intuition a lot. You sense with your heart if the person is being honest or not. So you sense with your heart. You use your intuition. What else do you do in order to find these really good deals and to build these relationships with the right people?
First of all, the first thing is confidence. Confidence to with people. It's the first thing. And then after, what I'm looking for is to get the first contact with the builder, with contractor. I have people who can help you to get the first like 10, 20 people to get the project, to get the apartment in the project. Why? Because it's the when you are the first arrival in the project, you will pay the less.
Early bird special.
With time, when you are before marketing, you don't pay the marketing. When they go to the marketing, you will get like 10, 15% more because they already pay your marketing.
Yeah.
So what happened? What I make with them, it's to check first of all the project, to check the project to see if it's first of all a good deal, then good condition, and then ask to my clients if get it because it's a good deal.
Very good. So you get in that kind of that you build that relationship first. You get in that foot in the door, and then they will let you know because it's cheaper for them, I guess, than having to go through the marketing avenue to connect with you, and then make sure that this is a good relationship and a good deal for your clients. So you build these relationships, and then you kind of get this early information from the market. אז השאלה הבאה היא ככה, איך אתה מעריך אם נכס מסוים או השקעה טובה לטווח ארוך, לא גורם אתה לוקח בחשבון לפני שאתה ממליץ עליו. So for the listeners, how do you evaluate the property you're about to sell that to understand that this is a long-term investment? Are there any specific markers, thank you, market markers that help you assess this property as a good long-term investment?
Of course, you know what we can say in real estate is location every time. But it's one of the very good thing. But in Israel, the location it depends because every part of this country it's changed every time. Okay. Also, I am a partisan of big city, best location every time because, like you have I will give you an example. If you have a Coca-Cola, okay, I don't know what do you prefer, but some people say Pepsi it's less than Coca. So we get this example. People who get the money to get the Coca-Cola, they will pay for the Coca-Cola. But if they don't have the money for Coca, they will take the Pepsi. But Pepsi, what he see the demand increase. So he increased the price. But Coca saw about Pepsi and it told me, excuse me, sir, stay the second. I will get still the first. And also I will increase the price. So I also always think about the best location is like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem is the best location. And about those all factors, do you have the location, and also you need to know if the apartment is for everybody. Like I told you, maybe you need to know if for young people or older people, if it's a very good area for families. Also, you have good schools, good maybe commercial clothes. All those things, and also the price.
So you assess the cost of the actual apartment. You assess the neighborhood if it's a right fit for the young. Let's say it's a young couple and they have kids that need to go to school soon. You make sure that this is the right kind of neighborhood for them. That would have schools available for them. You look at the available market in the area. If there's shopping and there's easy access for instance, for groceries for a young wife who may need to go or a husband who need to go to the grocery nearby and be able to bring all the shopping groceries back home. So you kind of look at the full picture to try to
and the developer,
right?
The developer is a good person.
You have also another point. It's about the התחדשות עירונית, the renewable urban.
Right, the urban renewal, right? The urban development.
The urban renewal, it's the one of the very huge thing in Israel. Like you have new cities in Israel that get like an increase like 100% in 5 years, like Bet Shemesh. Okay, if you of course you know about Bet Shemesh. Bet Shemesh get like in 5 years 100% of the increase price. It's not more a good investment place, but at the beginning it was. All people want to get something in Jerusalem. They told Jerusalem it's so much expensive, and then got something in Bet Shemesh. But now Bet Shemesh it's so higher. It's not interesting to get something in Bet Shemesh because the price you can get something in Jerusalem on the same price of Bet Shemesh. Okay, and then Jerusalem get more. They like I told you about Pepsi and Cola. It's only we have in the good time between Bet Shemesh and Jerusalem to get something in Jerusalem and not in Bet Shemesh.
So you have to find the right opportunity in the market, and then you grab it, snatch it before it's gone. עלו טעויות נפוצות עושים רוכשים זרים כשהם קונים נדל"ן בישראל, ואיך אפשר להימנע מהם? What are the most common mistakes that you find that the foreign shoppers, aside from obviously the getting the wrong market price, but what other type of mistakes do you find that the foreigners coming to shop in Israel typically make? That how would you suggest that they avoid making such mistakes?
Okay, one of the very big mistake it's about the money. The money, it's in Israel, like, unfortunately, in Israel, there are a lot of people, a lot of Jews make mistakes. And the money, it's not very, very, like, transparent. The Israel bank, they make a lot of check about the provenance of the money, if it's good money, it's not from bad commercial things, whatever it would be. The money, it's one of the very complicated subject in Israel. They need to check if the money is got from an apartment sale, maybe a Yerusha. So it's one of the big mistakes. Sometimes they sign of the contract before to get the money from US, and then it's take like a month to give the money to Israel, and then you pay rebate.
It's called interest.
Interest. You need to pay interest because you don't pay at the time. You need to pay at time about the contract.
So making sure you have the money already ready in advance, and that you have all your T's crossed and everything is ready to go.
The first thing to Israel is to have a bank account, and also a good lawyer. A good lawyer give you also if the people, it's impossible to them to come to Israel. The lawyer can open.
Can represent you.
Yes. No. Also open a personal account only for this transaction.
Very cool. So,
only for this.
How would somebody find such a lawyer? I mean, because I think we discussed when we spoke.
I was just going to say,
right, that there's all kinds of lawyers, in the market in Israel. How do you know that the lawyer you're dealing with is going to be the right lawyer for this purpose?
The first thing is to ask him if he has auction account with a bank. If he has an auction account with a bank, and also he can open the personal auction account with a bank, so he knows about the foreigner. Also, you need to get a real estate agent, a real estate lawyer, because sometimes in Israel you have so many things about contract. It's not the same contract about like divorce and the real estate, but the same lawyer can make also divorce and also real estate, but it's not the same thing. You have things for the divorce, things for the real estate. You need to take a real estate lawyer, because you have sometimes small things, small like words in the contract. If you don't pay attention,
fine print,
if you don't pay attention about it, it's sometimes it's very, very, very bad issue. And about the bad issue, just to give you 62% of attack against lawyer, it's about real estate. Why? Because the real estate lawyer doesn't make a good job about the contract.
Wow, that's a big number.
Wow, 62%.
A big number. 62%. It's why in Israel, the real estate lawyer have a very, very huge insurance. Very huge insurance.
Wow.
You can ask your lawyer if he had a very high insurance, so he know about real estate things, because he need to protect himself.
Wow.
So I mean, it's awesome because you mentioned that your brother is a real estate attorney. So so being able to have the access to someone who's already can work with you, and you can already create a relationship for the foreigners who are wanting to purchase in Israel. You could already create that connection so that they can be on the right track rather than having to search for someone else.
Yeah, and his wife is American, so he speaks very, very well English than me.
That's awesome. So you guys make a great team. And then
I think the bottom line is really always comes back to having the right team. Having people that can advise you, that are your trusted advisors to execute. Whether it's interior design or real estate or investment properties, banking, whatever, having people who are your trusted advisors to get things done and can help you navigate, because not every single person needs to know every single detail, because that's impossible, and it's a big tall order. But I think that, and everybody has their strengths. I mean, the fact that you've come to real estate the way that you have, with the mindset that you do, is very fascinating. In the same way of, that we don't just do interior design, we do return on investment. It has to make sense. The way that you design a space, the way that you maximize the finishes that you use, are they going to maximize your investment? And I always love connecting and learning from other people who have that same mindset. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah. I don't want just to sell an apartment. Oh, it's a very high selling, but it's very good. No, I sell like a iska. I sell an opportunity.
A full deal. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Are there like what if you had to like give 3 tips that you'd say anyone who wants to go now purchase a place in Israel, any of the listeners, what would be like the top 3 things that you'd say they should be prepared, that they should know in order to be ready to move forward on that purchase?
First of all, to think about to resell the apartment. You need to think if this apartment it will be a very good thing to resell it. If you it's only respond about your needs, it's not everybody needs.
What are the other 2 tips you'd say really, really important before you buy a place in Israel?
The second thing, it's about the condition. The condition, it's like what you will get in the same project. You need to buy something in. Everybody will want it. Like, you need to think about the resale. The resale, how do you say about the resale? You need to think about the apartment everybody want it. Like the
demand. How much of a demand would it be?
Most demand. The apartment with the most demand. Also, you need to think about the condition. The condition, it's the most important, because sometimes it's better to pay more, but to get the good condition, like without index, sometimes like 20% at the beginning and 80 at the end.
Or any conditions in the contract.
The contract or the deal.
In contract. Yeah.
Conditions. Yeah.
The second thing, and also it's to know the market. The third advice, it's to know the market. But it's how do you know the market? So you need to see all the market, because it's a very huge market, very changing every time.
Rapidly shifting market. Yeah, the market changes very, very rapidly.
He don't sell enough, and he will get like less price. So at this time, you need to get the apartment, not after.
So when
it's to leave the market. You need to leave the market.
Live the changes and the fluctuations in the market.
Yeah. Well, I first of all, I wanted to say, Avi, that I really, really appreciate your time and your conversation. This is really a really incredible. I love, from a breast perspective, as a breast myself, I really love the Masal Matan Be'emunah. It's really a very big deal. Being able to do business and to be very transparent and very honest, and helping people be able to do honest business who are not familiar with the landscape. I think it's great. I think really in any real estate market you go into, there's always challenges and there's always questions, and having the right people, like Liat mentioned earlier, on your team. I know for interior design, having the right people, you don't need to know everything if you have the right people on your team who can guide you and help you avoid the hurdles and get through it. Can you tell us, Avi, a little bit, just if anyone in the audience wants to be able to find you, wants to be able to connect with you, and make an investment in Israel, how could they reach you? How could they find you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You have my website.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. It should be out without Atzlacha. It's a pleasure as always. And Bezat Hashem will be this time.
Thank you so much for your insight, Avi.
Thank you. Thank to you.